Hi everyone, Confinity here, and here's my review of Hearts of the West, directed by Howard Zaife, starring Jeff Bridges, Andy Griffin, Donald Pleasance, Blythe Danner, Alan Arkin, Richard B. Scholl, Herb Edelman, Alex Rocco, Frank Caddy, Anthony James, Burton Gillum, Matt Clark, Candice Azara, Thayer David, and Wayne Storm. Great cast, really is. And this film takes place in the 1930s, and it's about this young Western writer named Lewis Tater, and he wants to, make Westerns. He wants to actually be in Westerns too. And so he gets the chance when he moves to California, because he's from a small town. It's either a small town or it's like in the Midwest, so he literally has to, take a train and move to California, And so he meets a nice secretary who works in who lives in the same apartment complex as he does. And so while he's getting acquainted, he gets to know her. And then he starts going to the studio that's nearby. And he gets noticed by one of the directors there. And so he becomes a Western stuntman, and he starts becoming a Western actor. And then there's these two men who are kind of like trying to find him because they want to find out, his writing, and want to find out everything they can about him. They don't think he's up to anything shady or anything, but they're just trying to find out everything they can about him, literally about Louis. Yeah, and he meets another stepman named Howard, who's been working for a long time. And the director, you can tell, he just wants things to be exact, Oh yeah. And then there's another writer who's has an idea for Louis to work on called Hearts of the West, just happened to be. And Louis, he's liking it, but he feels like, aspects could be better. Like, he likes doing the Westerns, right? But of course they want him to do other films, like, war films, things like that. Because they make so many different, it's not just Westerns that they make, And so Louis, he just wants to make sure that he's getting what he wanted, what he expected to get from them and everything. While, they're doing their, studio thing, business thing, yeah. Yeah. And then you can tell, like, he just doesn't want any part of anything that's not what he came to do, which is to write and to act in the Westerns and everything. So you just want to make sure he gets what he wants, what he came there for, of course, what he wants. Oh, yeah. And so he keeps doing what he got to do. Howard, you can tell he's with all the other executives, well, not executives, but all the other actors, director, but later on he starts coming around more so to be on the same page as Louis and the secretary. Oh yeah, it was really well done. It was really cool to see how how Westerns were made, specifically in the 30s. It was really cool that they chose the 30s to set it and everything, because it was made in 1975. So it was cool how they said it then, and then they're acting as cowboys, as a Western. So that's really cool. Oh yeah, I really liked seeing how dedicated Louis was, not only to acting but to his writing. Like, we first see him, he's on a typewriter, right? So you see how focusing is on writing as many great stories as he can, as long as having the dream come true of acting too. It was really well done, and you can see how the stuntmen, how they learn from each other, they learn from Louis and everything. Him coming, how the director learned from Louis. It was really cool. And I'm just another writer who learns stuff from Louis too. It was really well done. Oh yeah, I would like to see a little bit more of like Louis coming up with ideas. Not only from his own, what he's already thinking of, but also from being in the Westerns too. Like, he used that as inspiration. A little bit more of how the director is like running things, how he's noticing Louis, things like that. But it was really cool. I really enjoyed seeing it, watching it. Yeah, it was so wonderful. Thank you so much for watching. If you like and subscribe, and these videos, Harris-Kenfinity.